Hey friends, hey there, how are you doing on this Tuesday afternoon? Lois with Ellie Grace's Attic here, coming to you with a lunchtime live. It's been a minute since I've been live, and I've had this one laid out for a while now, so I wanted to share with you pumpkins. Can you ever have enough pumpkins at fall time? I mean, can I get a witness? I love pumpkins. Love them. I love fall. I love decorating for fall, and I especially love making my own pumpkins, crafty stuff on a budget. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a yarn pumpkin if you haven't figured that out just yet. Last time I did it, I showed you how to do it with the round styrofoam balls, and we trimmed those down. We cored out the middle and we wrapped it in yarn. Super easy. But what if you can't find styrofoam balls? They have them at Dollar Tree, they have them at Walmart, any craft section. They usually have the styrofoam balls. But I happened to be in Dollar Tree a while back and they were out of them. But they had these little guys. I do not know what shape this is, but it is, it's a circle, of course. It's bigger at the top and smaller at the bottom, so it kind of has a bowl shape. If anybody remembers geometry and wants to tell me what shape this is, but anyway, there it is. You can see. And I thought, well, what if I got two of these and I put them together like this? Hey, Kim Harvey, how are you, gorgeous? Finn, come say hi. This is my co-host, Finn. Can you say hi? Say hi to everybody. You want to help me make a pumpkin? He just wants to be petted and be fed. That's it. So we're going to put two of these together, and I'm going to try to make like a tall pumpkin. It's kind of cool when you have all your pumpkins laid out in your tiered tray. Like I have all different colors, all different sizes, shapes. So we're gonna make kind of a tall, odd pumpkin, kind of like Squiggly. Is it Squiggly? What's that movie? I've asked this before. I can never remember. I think it's Squiggly the Square Pumpkin. But okay, Finn, I gotta get busy. Go on, go lay down. So we're gonna open these and get started, hopefully. I can open them. We'll see. For those of you just jumping on who maybe don't know me or have never watched a lunchtime live, my name is Lois East with Ellie Grace's Attic, and we take old treasures, and give them new life with handcrafted love. We primarily do that with wooden signs. We do a lot of custom orders of wooden signs. So that's our primary craft, but we love all things crafty, DIY decor. You'll see a lot of that. You might even see some life hacks, some recipes, just anything to make our lives, or if it makes my life easier, I like to share it with you all. Finn, Danielle said hi. He said hi, Danielle. Oh, I see that Finn was first and I'm second. Thank you. All right, so I've got the plastic off these. Like I said, at Dollar Tree, they were each $1. So I've got them together like this. And I think what I'm going to do, before I go any further, I've also got, I think I'm going to put them secure them together before we get started, just to make it a little bit easier so they're not shifting about on me, is I have a thin wooden skewer, and I do not have my pliers. Hold on. Luckily I have a basket right here. I just have some good old pliers, and I'm going to try to trim this down a little bit here. I don't need it very long. I just need it to go in there and stick the two together. And I'm going to kind of put it close to the edge because we're going to core out the middle. So we are going to get that down in there. probably, hold on. Can y'all tell I'm winging it? We are learning together. I saw these 2 styrofoam pieces and I thought we can do that, but we're figuring out together. I just like to always show, I'm just using this to press down, not really hammering it in. And I just pushed it down till I couldn't see it or feel it anymore. And now they're not coming apart. I'm gonna go ahead and put another one just directly opposite of it on the other side. Probably should have cut it down before I could have made them the same size, right? But, all right, there we go. This will work. That way it's not gonna, when we're trying to core out in the middle, I don't want it to slip or move on us, because the core is really sharp. So yeah, we're just kind of figuring this out as we go. We'll see what happens. Don't hammer your finger. There we go. All right, so I pushed both of those in really good, and now they're connected, okay? So I'm gonna put the little hammer. Don't y'all love my mini hammer? I bought this years ago. This is not an advertisement. I'm not sponsored, but it's just cute. If you don't have one of these in your craft stash, you need one, because, I mean, the cuteness factor alone, but it's very handy. And in a pinch, when you can't find what your husband has done with the big hammer, this will hang up pictures. It will do a lot of things, just FYI, multi-purpose. Just saying. Oh, can I tell you what? Let me just give you this word of advice. Your hot glue gun is not going to heat up unless it's plugged in. Just in case you didn't know that. And if if that little word of advice does not give you an indication into my craziness today, then welcome, friends. Welcome. Welcome in to the circus. Where we get lots of crafts done and have lots of fun, but it's also crazy. So I now have my 2 styrofoam, I'm gonna call them bowl shapes. Thank you, Danielle, for sprinkling. You're so sweet. I appreciate you so much. 2 bowl shaped styrofoam pieces. I put them together and put skewers in them to hold them tight. Now we're gonna take this apple corer, which is from Pampered Chef. Isn't this cool? It's also a multi-purpose tool. It can be used in crafts. So this is what we used the last time. What we're gonna do is just core out the center of this so it will let us put our yarn on. If you do not have an apple corer like this, you can use, it's about this right here is about the diameter of a quarter. So you can get a quarter and put it on here and just kind of trace the outline with a pencil or a pen, and then take a knife or scissors or something and carefully core out your center. So we're gonna get as close to center as possible. Remember, our skewers are on the sides, and we're just gonna firmly push down. This is where your muscles come in. I think I'm gonna have to stand up though, because it's pretty thick. Mercy. It's much thicker than an apple. We might have to go from the other side. Nope, hold on. That bottom piece is tough. Okay, I think it's just taller than my thing, but you can kind of see. Probably should have done this each individually and then lined them up, but we're gonna kind of wing it. All right, hold on. There we go. We're just gonna punch it out. Bam, got it. Where there's a will, there's a way. Who knew you needed muscles in crafting? So this little guy wasn't quite tall enough to do the tall one, but we got as far down as we could, and then we just came in from the bottom. So, and again, don't freak out if your hole's not perfect or it is a little off center. That's totally okay, because we're fixing to cover it with some yarn and it's gonna look cute in the end. All right, so we're gonna move that to the side. We're gonna get this yarn open, and this is chenille yarn that I got at the Dollar Tree for $1. And y'all, it's so, I'm sure you can see it. If you've ever felt chenille, it's super soft and it's gray. So that's the color I wanted. It's gonna go in with my mustard yellow and my black and white really nicely. So I am just tying a good double, maybe triple knot on here so I can hold on to the end. Maybe. There we go. And we're gonna measure out our arm's length. I'm just gonna throw that on the floor. I'm just doing about 4 or 5 arms length, and I'm just stretching out my arms, and when it's taut, then that's an arm's length. That was 3, 4, and I'll do 5 just because we don't want to run out. All right, and we'll tie a knot in the other end. This is super easy. There's no hot glue involved, no sewing involved. We are just gonna string some yarn. This is a really good one to do with crafts. I know some of you that watched my previous video with the mustard yellow little yarn pumpkins, some of you have reported making several of them. They're super easy. Your kiddos or grandkids can do it. And if you have different color yarns, you know, they can pick their own and get creative with it. You can do multicolored yarn, or even switch up halfway and do stripes. Super fun. And yarn, especially if you get it at the Dollar Tree, $1. Can't really go wrong with that. And I took, I think 5 arms length, and I still have this much left. So it's really an inexpensive little craft that'll go a long ways. All right, so I'm gonna take one end and I am going to drop it down in there. We're just, well, is it gonna go through? There we go. It's stuck. There we go. We're gonna leave that tail about that long. We're gonna leave that tail hanging out, and we're gonna take our other end here. I'll kind of just pile this in my lap. I can't find the other end. Hold on, talk amongst yourselves. All right, and now we are just going to wrap it around. We're gonna kind of hold on to this guy over here with this hand, and with the other hand, we are just going to string it through. This one. And it's gonna go like so. So while I'm stringing this through, I'm just going from the bottom up to the top, from one end to the other. And you'll see we're just gonna string around, and we're gonna keep on going. I think what I'm gonna do though, because this pumpkin is a little taller, is I think I might actually see if I can tie it onto this little stick to help it go through a little faster. See if that helps. We'll see if it'll hold on to the stick. I'm still holding my tail, and yep, that worked nicely. And we're just pulling it through. So while I'm doing this, how many of you like to decorate, like have tons of pumpkins and are obsessed with pumpkins like me? Let me know, what colors are you decorating in for fall? I still have traditional colors, but I also have, my mantle has got mustard yellow and the black and white. Love those colors for fall. Oh, this is going to be pretty. This yarn is not as thick as the last one I did. It's $1, so I'm not fussing. But I got, the last yarn I got was like super chunky yarn that I got from Hobby Lobby in the yarn division. So this one is pretty, it's just not as thick. So we are gonna have to probably fill in some spots at the very end. Pam Hannon, hey sweetheart. Pam says she decorates with traditional colors. I do too, I don't go crazy. And I feel like the mustard yellow with the black and white, it kind of blends in really nicely with the rest of those, the traditional colors. I know some people do blues and pinks and all the things, and while that is gorgeous, I can't get away from the traditional fall colors because I just love them so much. I love all things fall. Don't really like being cold though, I will admit that. I don't mind being cold if I can stay inside. True story. See if I can read some more comments. Thank you, Danielle. Danielle says she likes my shirt. I would tell you where you can go get it, but I don't know because I bought it secondhand. I love some garage sales and some consignment clothing, so I don't know, but I'm sure there are others like this. It's not a unique shirt by any means. Let's see. This goes really fast once you get going. Like I said, a really fun craft to do with the kiddos because there's nothing really, if you core it out for them, other than that, there's nothing really dangerous. Nobody's going to get cut or anything like that. So, super, super easy, which is my favorite kind of craft. So right now, let me just recap. You can do this with just a styrofoam ball and shave the top and the bottom off flat to give you that pumpkin shape, which is what we did in our last video. Or you can do like I did today. This was 2 pieces. They were like a little cylinder bowl shape. They were kind of tapered down to look like a bowl. They're used for flower arrangements. And what I did was I bought 2 of them from the Dollar Tree, so we're at $2. And I put them together and stuck wooden skewers on each side to hold them tight together. And then we hollowed out the middle and we're running the yarn through it. See our progress? And the yarn also cost $1. So right now, this cute little pumpkin is only costing us $3. Which, yeah, you gotta love that. Because I don't know if y'all priced pumpkins lately, if at any home decor store, but they're not necessarily $3. They're a little bit more than that. So yeah, we do have, I have about, gosh, I've got several other fall crafts I'm going to be bringing to you here in the next couple of weeks. And we've also got some Christmas crafts coming that you're really gonna love. Again, super easy and budget friendly. So y'all stay tuned for those. We're also gearing up for our Craft and Chow open enrollment coming up here in November. Our Craft and Chow is our monthly subscription box. It's where you can sign up to be a member, and each month we will send you a box full of craft goodies for a special project. We do a different project each month, and we send you all the basic supplies. You may have to come up with a couple extra things like your own scissors, that sort of thing. And we do a live craft night on Zoom each month, so we can hang out and craft. And then the chow part of it is you get recipes for my family's favorite snacks and yummy stuff. So all the recipes come from my family journal. So they are tried and true and yummy. So, because you gotta have snack food when you craft, right? Good beverage, a good snack. So we're about halfway through. It's our progress. It goes really fast, like I said. And then once you get it all the way around, then we can go back and kind of fill in if there's any styrofoam showing through. Like I said, this yarn's not going quite as fast just because it's a little bit thinner, but it's still going to be super cute. Yep. Also with Craft and Chow, you also get access to our private Facebook group where you can ask questions about crafts, techniques. We post tips and tricks in there, different things, and share craft ideas. It's a lot of fun. It's very encouraging. So we would love to have you join that with us. And just be encouraged with us. Let me see if I can answer. If y'all have questions, y'all put them up because I'm just weaving yarn here. Let's see. Miss Pam. Miss Pam, you are too crafty. Stop it right now. Everyone is a little crafty. Let's see. Yes, I do the crafts with you on the live Zoom. What you'll also get in your kit each month, you will get a written sheet with written instructions. It has a picture of the craft and instructions on how to do it if you want to try it on your own, or you can wait until craft night, which is usually the 3rd or 4th Thursday of every month at 8 p.m. Central. We have a lot of fun. Come in your pajamas, have your snack, and we craft together, and I'm on there as well, and I'll walk you through how to do it. And we just really, it's not really an instructional video like this is. We really are just hanging out crafting together, so it's a lot of fun. Right. It's a great gift if you want to give somebody that as a gift for Christmas, if you know a crafter. I know some of the ladies joined together as friends, so they get together at their house and then log on to the Zoom. And okay, I hope I'm still, if I'm still alive, y'all holler, because somebody just tried to call me. If y'all are still seeing me live, I think I'm still live. I had my do not disturb on, so okay, thank you. Somehow that call got through, but we are going to proceed. You never know what's going to happen when you're live. I'm telling you what. Thanks, Kim Harvey. Oh, Kim, you're so sweet. Thank you. Oops, I lost my thing. As you progress, it gets a little bit thicker in the middle because that yarn starts filling up that hole. I might not have got enough yarn. Just, I guess I wouldn't. Okay, that's gonna keep sliding out. Gotta tie it tighter or something. Poke. We might have to like get some more yarn, but that's okay. That'll work too. If you happen to run out in the middle, this will be a good learning experience to show you what to do. I'm gonna try to, well, let me just tie it again. That might work better. It's just getting a little tight in there. And that's okay. That's what you want it to do, because that's gonna hold everything together. Keep that out. I'm gonna try to go in this way. There we go. Thank you, Kim, for sprinkling the video. If y'all are watching live, if y'all wouldn't mind sprinkling, that is just a fancy way to say send the video to your friends. Facebook doesn't really like it when we say the word share, so we say sprinkled instead. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need more yarn. So we are going to pop that in there. I ran out, and I think it's because my pumpkin was a little tall, but that's not a problem because we're just going to repeat the same process. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do 6 since we'll probably have to fill in a little bit. I think it's not only because my pumpkin was a little taller, but this yarn is just much thinner. Like I said, the last time I got yarn, it was Chunky Monkey yarn. That's not the name of it. Don't quote me. But it was much thicker, so it filled the pumpkin faster, if that makes sense. All right, so all I did was the same process. I am going to really just, well, get in there. Shoving that down, maybe not. Let me tie it off. There we go. So we'll have 2 little tails here about that long. And then we're going to take this in and tie it around. So that was, if you do this pumpkin option, let's see, we did 5 and then I did 6. So that's 11 arms length or arm lengths, however you want to say it. And we still have a big ball of yarn. So again, we're not going to run out anytime soon as far as backup. So now we're just going to keep on going, and we're about a little over halfway through. There we go. Leave that in there. So tell me what y'all are crafting today. Maybe you're doing a yarn pumpkin like me. Some of you figured it out. I know I had one person that messaged me and said, we're doing a yarn pumpkin, aren't we? Like, yes, we are. Very good. Oops, that was my center. It's trying to come out. All right, trucking along, trucking along. I thought I was gonna have time to do a two craft live, but I don't think we're gonna have time for that. This one's kind of taking a little more time than I anticipated, but hey, it's lunchtime, right? So we got plenty of time. All right, this one little centerpiece, the first little leg, I'm gonna try to wrap around it. It's trying to come out, but that's okay. If your initial piece that's in there tries to come out, it's okay. Just stuff it back in there because we're gonna put something in the center to hold all that down. Whoop. Don't throw your pumpkin. That would be bad. There we go. Oops, hold on. There we go. All right, now that we're back together, holding on to those tails. All right. So in other news, let's talk about our wood signs for a minute. If you guys have been thinking about getting a wood sign for a Christmas gift, if you're going to order that online, then we need you to do that. Or if you want it for Christmas, to guarantee that it get to you by Christmas, you need to order that by November the 19th. That's our Christmas order deadline. There you go. I'm trying to get that one piece to stay in there and it doesn't want to. But again, that's okay. We're going to shove it back down in the end. Just make sure you're holding your tails tight. You know what? I might just let it hang out, and that's okay too. Since it's not wanting to stay in there, I'll just leave it out and shove it in at the end. So yes, November the 19th is our deadline, and that allows for our 2-week production time, and it also allows us to get it in well before the post office ship cutoff. The shipping cutoff, I think, is like the 12th or 15th of December. But last year, we had items that were mailed at the beginning of December that did not get there in time. It was crazy. No fault of our own, just with all the shortage and manpower and all the things. Yeah. We want to make sure we get you your stuff on time. Well, what is this thing doing? Well, hold on. We have a slight cluster here. Traffic jam. There we go. That might happen, but that's totally okay. So yes, Christmas orders deadline, November the 19th. That is just to make sure you get it by Christmas time, in enough time for you to send it or give it to whoever in time for Christmas, to be under your tree, all wrapped and pretty. If you're local to me, we could probably work out something a little bit different. We would still like to have it in at that time just because of the volume of orders that we're dealing with. But Local delivery is free, and we can work that out. It's a little bit different when there's no shipping involved. So now we'll still be taking orders after November the 19th, but we cannot ensure their delivery by Christmas time. So, but if you want something for by Christmas time, November the 19th. Okay, I'm gonna kind of turn it around here. I'm still holding on to all those tails. Again, this really goes fast once you get it going. And you don't run out of yarn and get tangled up like me. It goes a little bit faster, but it's all good. And like I said, these are pretty, they're so simple. And inexpensive that you're probably gonna want to make more. I will say though, I preferred the other yarn that I got, like I said, from Hobby Lobby, was a little more expensive. Not much. It was, I think it was $5 for a skein of the yarn, and I caught it on sale half price, so I got it for like $2.50. And it was, but it was much, like I said, it was thicker. It was just a little better quality to work with. This yarn seems to keep wanting to tangle. It's still cute as can be. It's still pretty. It's just a little thinner, so it's taken more of the yarn and it's a little tangly. But again, it's $1. So we're not gonna really complain about it because it's still giving us the desired effect and it's still cute. So we're almost to the end, and I'll just show you how to finish it, and I'll go back and fill in all that later because I know we've been on here a little bit. I mean, I know y'all like hanging out with me, but I think lunchtime might almost be over. All right, so, oops, almost did that there. It's getting kind of tight in there. And again, that's okay. That's what we want. Come on. It's trying really hard to tangle on me. As we get towards the end. All right, I'm gonna do a couple more and then I'm gonna show you how to finish it. And then I will post, I'll go back and fill in all my gaps where styrofoam is showing, and I will post a finished picture tomorrow for you guys to see. Kim, thank you, Kim. Kim's my official timekeeper all the way up in Wyoming. I appreciate you keeping me on track. All right, I'm gonna stop there. I still have a little bit more to go, but I'm just gonna show you how to finish it off. Now we're gonna take these tails that we left and we're just gonna bring them around, shove them in the top. That one, this one will shove in the bottom. This one can come up and get shoved in the top. So see, I just shoved it in the holes. Isn't this so cute? Now you'll see I still have some styrofoam showing in places. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to top it off, and then I'll take the top out and I'll finish it. I'll just fill in all those green spots where you can't see it. But just right there, it's so cute. A little tall little pumpkin. So where is my topper? I swear some days I just look like I have it together. Oh, here it is. Right in front of me. It would have bit me if it was a snake. So again, no hot glue, nothing like that. All we're gonna do is, this is a stick out of my yard. You can do 2 twigs. You can do a stick like this. I just got it and I took it, shaved off one end on, or shaved off, cut off one end with my saw in the shop. And I'm just gonna shove that in here. That's it. Just shoving it in there. And there's my cute little tall gray pumpkin. Isn't that sweet? That's all you gotta do, friends. Nothing major. If you had some felt leaves or some little leaves you wanted to add, you can do that. But this is it. So just an alternative if you can't find the styrofoam balls, or maybe you just want something a little taller in shape to put in your mix of pumpkins so they're not all quite looking the same. It'll give it a little depth, a little dimension. You can do these pieces, and they were 2 pieces that I got. They were little bowl shapes, and I turned them upside down and put them together with skewers. That's it. Super, super simple. And then I do want to tell you too, because I see this over here, with every Christmas order, you guys are going to get a free wood slice ornament with your orders for Christmas. So don't forget that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed doing a yarn pumpkin. Super cute, $3 total. So I'm gonna finish it off. I'll post that finished picture, and I'm gonna try to come back on live tomorrow with another fall craft. Hold on. Kim says, oh, Kim, you're exactly right. We did a craft a few videos ago that was leopard print leaves from Hobby Lobby, and that would look super cute on here. Those leaves were amazing. Good call. I like that. In fact, I might have to go break them out and see. Anyway, I love you girls. Thank you for hanging out with me for our lunchtime live. Thanks for sprinkling the video, and I hope this inspires you to do something crafty. If you do this project, post it in the comments. We'd love to see your creativity. So, love you guys. Happy crafting. Mwah.